Hi friends, I'm Kate. Welcome to your Fired Up Core yoga class. If you have practiced with me before, then you know I love integrating core into yoga classes. There's seldom a class where having an activated core is not beneficial for all of the postures within the class. So we're definitely going to turn the heat up with this class. Not a typical vinyasa class, we're definitely focused on core strengthening. So you can use this class as a standalone class with a cool down class afterwards, and those are in the description. Or you can use it as a warm up to into a vinyasa class or a power yoga class, and those are also in the description. Give this class a like if you like it. Leave a comment. That's how this community thrives, and it's fun to hear from you guys. And subscribe if you want to see more. But when you're ready, you can put on some fun music in the description, and let's rock and roll. All right, friends, let's shift into our strong mental space. Let's bring a sense of playfulness and let's get started in a forearm plank, heating it up right away at the top of our mat. So squeeze the glutes, keep one long line. Don't let your booty be too high up in the air, so squeeze it almost rounded through the back. Shoulder blades are pressing away from each other and knees are activated towards the ceiling. Heels are reaching back towards the back of the room. And knit your hip bones up towards your ribs. See how that activates the core there. So it's a hollow body shape. You're pressing through your elbows. And here, as we activate, as we heat up right away, take a big inhale. Long, slow exhale. Regulating the breathing throughout the entire class. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Nice. Drop the knees. Come into a tabletop position. Hands under shoulders. Knees under hips. From here, come into a fire hydrant on the right, so right knee is bent. And keep your hips exactly where they are. And then touch your right elbow or your right knee to your right elbow. Make contact. Feel how when you make the contact, your oblique is turned on, working. And then send it back in line with the hip. And we're going to do 10 of those. So touch the elbow for 10, for 9, nice and slow, for 8, for 7, for 6, for 5, for 3, for 2, for 1. Hold it this time. Hold up, contracted, and then pulses up. Try to pulse up about 4 inches. So go up, up, bring your elbow almost to your shoulder. We'll pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the knee all the way back down to the mat. Bring your left leg up to a fire hydrant. Keep your hips exactly where they are, and then just bring your knee up. So you're really contracting through your oblique. And touch your knee to your elbow, then send it back. Then touch for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold, and we're going to pulse up. Try to bring it up almost to your shoulder. So pulse up, up, up. 2 more. 2, 1. Place it down. Tuck the toes. Press into the mat with your hands. Send your hips back in space, then up. Downward dog. Pedal it out. Press into the fingertips of the hands, the middle parts of your fingers, and the full of the palm. Then take your feet as wide as the mat And slowly walk your hands back. We're also warming up the wrists here, so allow the weight to shift in your hands. Nice. Give a little squeeze in, forward fold, wide legs, and then walk back out just as slow. Let the weight shift onto the hands naturally. And press your hands into the center of the mat. The left hand comes to the center of the mat. The right hand reaches back to your left ankle for a downward dog twist. Look up under your armpit. And then replace your left hand with your right hand. The left hand reaches back to your right ankle and twist. Bring your navel up into your spine. And come back to a traditional downward dog. Nice. From here, from your downward dog, bring your right knee into your chest. So a lot of compression. See if you can bring your nose to your knee to your nose. So lots and lots of compression. Your navel is in towards your spine, and then roll into a high plank. And your right knee meets your right elbow. Then your right wrist. Then your left wrist. Then your left elbow. Then your right elbow, and we just drew a little box. That's the move. Send it back to downward dog. Left knee comes into your chest, maybe your knee to your nose in downward dog. Roll to plank. Left knee, left elbow. Left wrist, right elbow, left elbow. That's the move. That's the box. So come into downward dog. We're going to do that 2 more times each side, but we're going to draw more boxes each time. So the first time we drew 1 box, the second time we will draw 2, and the third time we will draw 3. So right knee into your chest, really compress it in, then roll into a high plank. Box 1. Box 2. Nice. Send it into downward dog. Left knee into your nose. Real compression here. Reach it in, and then roll to plank. It meets left elbow. Draw your first box. Nice, slow, and controlled. 1 more box. Send it back to downward dog. Whew. I am already feeling it. Let's keep it going. Right knee into your chest, knee to nose, really compress it, and then right knee to right elbow. Box 1, slow and controlled. Squeeze the abs. Box 2, squeeze the obliques. You got this. Box 3, and send it back to downward. Pedal it out. Nice. Left knee into your chest, knee to nose, and then roll into a high plank. Box 1. Box 2. Box 3, you got this. And send it back. Woo. To downward dog. Ripple up on your inhale to a high plank. Come onto your forearms. Give those wrists a little break. Energetically shift your weight into your right forearm, coming into a right side plank. Forearm plank on your right. Squeeze the oblique. Lift up like a rainbow. Not a straight line, a rainbow. Arch up. Bring that left foot up off the ground. Reach it up. So you're squeezing your left oblique higher. Bend your left leg. Softly tap the front of the mat. Lift it up. Softly tap the back of your mat. Lift it up. So we're going to tap each side for 10 times, or 10 times total. Front, back for 2, front for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Roll over with control onto the left side. Get your alignment first, so squeeze your obliques. Arch up and over like a rainbow. Your right leg comes up off the mat as high as it can, active through the legs, active through the feet. Maybe you point or floint your feet. Flex and point. Then bend your leg. We'll take those same taps. 5 on each side. So front for 1, back for 2, front. 3, back for 4, for 5, for 6, for 7, for 8, for 9, for 10. Come through center into this forearm plank. Hold the forearm plank. Knit your hip bones up towards your ribs. Inhale, your left leg rises. Exhale, set it down. Inhale, right leg rises. Set it down. Left leg rises. Set it down. Right leg rises. Set it down. Knees meet the mat. 5 breaths in child's pose or puppy pose. Take quick rest. Breathe fully here. Regulate your breathing. Constrict the back of the throat. Draw in that ujjayi breath. The ability to make our exhales longer and oxygenate our blood, oxygenate our muscles. And wherever you are, tuck your toes, send your bum back to your heels. And we're going to try this really fun mobility challenge. So here in toes pose, wrap your obliques in, they're turned on. Core is turned on, long through the spine. Without your hands, see if you can balance. Bring your knees off the mat and balance just on your toes. Bring your navel in towards your spine, very active here. Find a drishti, a focus point with your eyes. Breathe. To up the intensity, energetically shift your energy into your right foot, light on the left foot. Maybe you float your left foot. Maybe you straighten your left leg. Super activation, core turned on. Nice and gentle. And then slowly replace the left foot. And you know if we do one side, we got to do the other side. Shift your weight onto your left foot. And maybe you just stay here. Maybe you flirt with lifting up the right foot and straightening it out. Whew. And if you fall like I just did, that is totally fine. We get back up, we find our balance, and we go. Both feet underneath you now. Inhale all the way up to standing. Lengthen with your arms above your head. Lengthen through the ribs, through each vertebrae of the spine. And then exhale through cactus arms all the way down. Hands grab, clasp behind you or clasp elbows behind you. Little chest opener here. And deep breaths. And bring your awareness to your feet, the contact points between your feet and the mat. And as if your feet are kissing the earth underneath you, slowly step forward to the top of your mat. Nice. Take a wide stance at the top. Release your hands. And we'll come down through a yogi squat malasana all the way to a sitting position on our mat. Right away into navasana or boat pose. So legs can be straight or bent. The movement is we're going to come into low boat and then high boat, touch both hands to the right. Low boat, touch both hands to the left. We're going to do 10 of those. So low, touch to the right. Low, touch to the left. Low, to the right for 3. Low, right, left for 4. Low, 5. Low, 6. Low, 7. Low, 8. Low, 9. Low, 10. Stay high, bring it up to neutral. Maybe you straighten your legs for 5, 4, 3. Knees towards your chest a little bit more. 2, 1. Lower your feet to the ground. Scoot up on your mat a little bit. And we'll come to laying down on our back. Left leg up in the air, right leg hovering a few inches off the floor. Kali Mudra with the hands, so all fingers intertwined except for a pointer and the thumb. We're going to take quick crunches, 3 different variations. 5 crunches at your ankle. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 at your knee. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 at your hip. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switched out. Right leg up. Ankle. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knee. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hip. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch it out. Left leg up. Ankle. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knee. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hip. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch it out. Right leg up. Ankle. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knee. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hip. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Both legs up, and then roll into chair pose. Doesn't stop. We're keeping it warm. Sink deep in the chair. Weight in the heels. Chest broad. Maybe your toes come off the mat. Strong, strong chair pose. Have a little softness to your face. Maybe a little smile comes to your face. Heating up, we have the energy. Sink a little bit lower in that chair pose. A little bit lower. You've got this. And then shift your weight into your left foot. Right foot raises up. Reach back behind you, almost through a warrior 3 and touch down into crescent. Right away lowering down into low lunge. So right knee meets mat, untuck the back toe. Inhale, arms up, reach up, maybe turn into a little bit of a back bend to stretch through the core. And on the exhale, sink the hips forward and down. 1 full breath here. Tuck the toe, inhale. Stand up all the way up, bring the right knee into your chest. Slow, like moving through honey. On your exhale, come through warrior 3. On your inhale, stand up, bring the knee to the chest. Check here, bring your hip bones up towards your ribs, so your hollow body in your core. Keep that hollow body move, and then transition into warrior 3. Navel in towards your spine. 1 more rotation. Inhale, come up to standing. Knee into your chest. Bring it a little bit higher. And then exhale through warrior 3. Nice. Touch back down into crescent pose. And exhale, both hands down. Step back into downward dog. Pedal it out. Whew. Slow walk or hop up to the top of your mat. And inhale up to chair pose. Sink deep in the chair. Our bodies are warm. We can take it. We can do it. Sink the hips. Sink your weight into your heels. Toes can rise off the mat. Chest is open. We feel powerful in this posture. Energetically shift the weight into your right foot. Keep the knees together. Slowly bring your left foot off the mat and step it back into crescent pose at first. And then exhale, lower that left knee, untuck the toe into low lunge. Inhale, arms rise. Maybe turn into a bit of a back bend, stretch the core. And on the exhale, sink the hips forward and down. 1 breath. Tuck the toe. On your inhale, come all the way up to standing. Bring that left knee into your chest, super high. Make it active. Find this hollow body shape with your core. Your core is on, obliques on, hip bones up. And then exhale, send it back. Warrior 3. Inhale, bring your knee to your chest. Exhale, warrior 3. Navel to your spine, mind to muscle. Inhale, knee to your chest. Exhale, warrior 3. Hold this one for 3, 2, 1. Then slowly touch down, crescent pose. And exhale, both hands meet mat, downward dog. From downward dog, feet as wide as the mat here. And we'll take a funky walk up with our feet on the side of the mat to meet our hands. And then we'll set up for crow pose. With our core turned on, we're gonna do a standing arm balance, an arm balance. So if crow pose isn't in your practice, a forward fold or Navasana is a great place to breathe through. And if you are in crow, let's count in our crow, build some endurance. So find your hand positioning, lift your feet, find your dristi for 10, 9, maybe your feet come a little bit higher, 8, 7, engage the core, 6, 5, soften the face, 4, 3, maybe you straighten your arms a little bit, 2, 1. Option to come into tripod headstand. I'm going to come out and come into a traditional headstand, or you can hold Navasana or a low boat. Move slowly, move sweetly wherever you are. Mind your core. If you are inverted, active legs, active glutes. Keep that hollow body shape for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower with control. From here, press back into puppy pose at the back of your mat. So your knees will be at a 90-degree angle, arms stretching forward. Allow this to stretch through your abdominals, open up through your shoulders. Allow this to be a grounding posture for you. And breathe. The hard work is done. So now we go back to our breath. We release. And honor the energy that's pulsing through your body right now. I'm sure that you feel it, the heat that you created just from a few minutes of movement. Slowly come out of puppy. Walk your hands back. Take a moment, maybe roll out your shoulders. And then come to a seat on your booty. Final pose, just a simple hip opener. And again, relaxing into this pose, relaxing into our breath. So bottom of the feet together for butterfly. And even here, before we move in butterfly, relax your hips. Inhale to a long spine. I like to grab my ankles and then slowly pulse forward. And instead of trying to get my nose to the mat where maybe I'm rounding through my back like this, inhale to a long spine and then try to get your navel to the ground. Different stretch. It'll stretch your IT band, your inner thigh, your glutes, medius and maximus. And bring a little softness to your face. And relax the space between the eyebrows. Relax the space behind the eyes. And if you want a little bit more of a cool down, there's some 10-minute cool down stretches in the description, as well as a yin class if you want to sink into some yummy postures and melt into them. There's also some vinyasa classes if you want to do more traditional vinyasa yoga after this, now that you are warmed up. And if you like this class, you want to build more consistency and dynamic range into your practice, there's also a 30-day yoga challenge that you can partake in. But inhale up to a long spine. Come to an easy seat. Bring your Right hand on your navel and your left hand on your heart. 2 big breaths together. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Long, sweet exhale. Namaste, friends.